Oh man, it was foreshadowed and it was given, but to be honest with you, like I didn't expect it to be like this bad compared to like last season when it came to Biscuit's death. Me, dude, that crushed me really bad, and this episode right here freaking crushed me again. So if anything else, let's just get this started. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we have to it that the bearded guy, whatever his name is, Galen whatsoever, apparently he's having the kids go target McGillius, you know? Which I go like, are you for serious? Are you for real? Oh my gosh, dude, what the hell? I thought they should know. I thought. Oh my lord, this is terrible, dude. Besides all that, they decide to ambush McGillius and so forth, while like Galen ends up doing the final, while he distracts the others, you know. As for Aston along with like Takaki, they end up managed to like corner McGillius with getting rid of his weaponry. But the bad thing for him is that Takaki ends up doing something reckless and is about to be killed. But freaking Aston pushed him out of the way and took the killing blow for him in the cockpit. The cockpit! And I mean the control booth where you control your mobile suits and so forth, guys. Even McGillius asked him one question, like before they fought. Like, did Tekadon and everyone else order you to go after me? And McGillius had no choice but to fight, you know? I'm like, oh my lord, you guys, come on. But eventually, we have to it that before McGillius was about to be killed by Galen, Barbatos and the other reinforcements show up just on time, you know? Which is really, really a little late. But what makes it worse and ugly right now is that Aston is injured critically. And we have to it that freaking Mikazuki heard about all this, and Aston explains to Takaki how like he wished he never met the two, or even Tekadon himself possibly, because he says we're human debris. The moment we can't survive if we have feelings, we have to sacrifice our own soul. But you know, when it came to like him living and so forth, everything's all else together. Takaki and the others gave that to him, you know? And the way how he died, and he says that he wished he never met those two, but after meeting them and possibly have these feelings and emotions of possibly wanting to live or even being happy, made him possibly good. Made him think that life isn't as bad as it is, you know? Even though he had a bad time with the human debris with that motherfucker in the first season, he was given a chance to be part of Tekadon no matter what. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, oh my gosh. And in the end, when freaking that traitor was trying to contact or something, we have to that they caught him red-handed, and they say they're going to take care of him later after he gave out some information. So therefore, they decide to attack Galen once and for all and end this war. As for Hush or Mide himself, he was totally useless on the battlefield. Mikazuki told him to be careful and so forth, but he didn't listen. And I'm like, this is why I had a little suspicions about him, dude. Because like how reckless he is and how he's all trying to be better than Mikazuki. But dude, the guy lost his sword and shield and gets kicked down to the the riverway, and is about to be killed. Mikazuki kicks him out of the way and tells him not to get in the way. This is why, like, Hush, you have a lot to train before you can even say that. Dude, man, you're a pilot and you're this useless. You need someone that can push you to your limits and beyond, okay? I'm real serious about that. While Akihiro is being busy with Galen, you know, Akihiro on the other hand could not even care or something, and he ends up making Galen to like self-destruct and kill himself. We have to it that this guy was trying to lie some more, and I'm like, don't even try to go there, okay? Seriously, it's annoying the out of me that you just got caught red-handed. And we have to it that he's, after having a personal contract with him, he goes like, oh, that's just a trick to use it. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, how worse of a scum can you be after betraying Tekadon, having Aston killed, having many members of Tekadon killed, and so forth. And by the time, like, I'm freaking, like, Mikazuki says, what's the point of talking to him, dude? Seriously, this guy, he betrayed us. Not to mention what he's done to us. So, traitors like him deserves death or something, you know? As he says, but Takaki says he will take care of it. So, Mikazuki says, what are you gonna do? What for? And Takaki says, this is the Earth Branch's problem. But you see here, the guy left me in charge, so please let me take care of it. So we have to it that Mikazuki handed him the pistol and leaves him to it. And we have to it that they are concerned because because Takaki might let him go, but because he's too kind of a boy. Too bad they were wrong about that, because like when Takaki tries to talk to him and so forth, it seems like to me everything else is something like, we gotta do this ourselves, you know, when Takaki tries to interrogate him, but in the end, he ends up understanding, but he decides to kill him anyway, which is a good thing. Well, calm your freaking crazy mother for thinking like it's a good thing, you know, but guy deserved to die. He betrayed the company. It's like you betrayed a company and so forth, betrayed your allies, led them to their deaths, and you don't give two about it, you know? As much as I'm a hypocrite myself, you know, when it comes to death, and when it comes to killing people and so forth, when you're on the battlefield, it's a total different story, you know? It's a total different story. So, Takagi killed him, and Hush is thinking in his mind how big of a difference between Mikazuki and him is. I'm like, now you realize it. Yo, I'm glad you did, because honestly, you're just a stooped up newbie who's arrogant and think you got everything you got. But honestly, you got a lot to learn. Everybody's been through that before. Like, for me, I went through a certain video game, and I'm thinking in my mind, okay, I got this in the bag, no problem. Later on, I get killed millions of times in first-person shooter against other players because I'm not so much of a experienced person myself. Not to mention how much I lost to certain artificial intelligence computers because, like, how pathetic I was. I still got a lot to learn, and Hush is like that. I'm pretty sure all you guys are like that. You went through a situation where you couldn't be useful or you couldn't even do anything, and then players are just like telling you you're in the way. Eventually, I'm glad Hush got that development, but what makes it worse right now is that the proof about Gallon working with Rastel is gone, and it's all in like Gallon's mecha suit, you know, or mobile suit. And we have to it that, like, Julieta kind of mourned his death a bit, but Rastel tells her not to because he lived and died in the battlefield and so forth. But it seemed like to me he calls Galen as a friend, you know, eventually, which is really, really, like, hypocritical at a certain point, but I guess, like, he actually cared for him in the end, which is not too bad, but still. Takaki comes home and lets Fuka know that Aston's gone, but in a certain way that he couldn't really confirm it or say it, you know. I thought Takaki was gonna die, and Aston. If that was the case, I think I wouldn't even talk as often if I wanted to. It's really sad, you know. I mean, like, you bond. I like the fact that you gotta bond with these characters. It's like the creators of Gundam, or like or other writers or animators of certain series. Is like trying to make you bond with these characters, like make you enjoy them or love them, because like they have a certain role to play, and they're not just there to be there, which a lot of series always does anyway. There's no denying that. And then how to kill them off in a certain way that could be impactful to you, or is really cool, like Biscuit's death or something, you know. Although like the foreshadowing is pretty nice, you know, and so forth. It's too bad that like Aston took the blow, you know. I thought Takagi was gonna die, but I guess that did not become the case. In the way how he died, telling Takagi like you know, I really wish I never met you two. That's really heartbroken, you know? Because he says he's a human debris, but he is no longer a human debris. He is part of Tekadon, how we cherish and care for each other. He's finally got a family, and he realizes that in the end, it wasn't too bad after all. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. It's heart-wrecking for me, you know? Call me stupid or an emotional guy, but I got feelings, okay? Every human does. And so, yeah. Hey, man, Aston, you've been a good pal, man. To Takaki to the very end. Even though, like, I may not remember you or seeing how you had certain roles to play and so forth in the first season and even the second season into your time. It's been a good ride, man. Rest in peace. I'll see you guys in my next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. 2 to the